I should call this video the what the because DJ Akadiddy makes no sense in him talking about that he exposed Rory years ago and that he doesn't feel any type of sympathy. Oh, welcome to my channel, by the way. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for subscribing. You know what I'm saying? All the least people, callers people, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for real. I appreciate it so much. And the love and the support, I really do appreciate it. Let me get on it, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to go ahead and say God bless and thank y'all so much for everything. But let me get on it, man. This dude had the audacity to say that he don't care and he feels that every woman that went at Rory for saying what he said throughout the years and the comments that he said about black women, that they're dumb, they're stupid, and that they should have listened to him years ago when they were all up on Rory's, you know what I'm saying, D-I-C-K. Why now they want to complain and cry and make an argument about everything that he said towards black women when he was the one that exposed Rory? You know what? It's funny because you talk about exposing somebody, but what about you exposing yourself for the pedal to the metal that you are? Because you like minors, you like little boys. Remember, we heard you in that recording, you sick bastard. We heard when you was talking to that little boy in ways that no adult should talk to any minor. And in my mom's perspective, people like you, DJ Akadiddy, should get beat up, should get whooped, should go to prison, and should suffer the consequences, because there's a lot probably other minors that haven't came and stepped up and accused you and the same thing that your baby daddy Drake and yourself are involved in. Why you don't expose how allegedly you and Drake have a passion and have a fetish for rough. Yeah, bestiality, that's also a part of your ritual, as I was told, allegedly. You like rough. They saw you coming out of a hotel, you know what I'm saying, giving a different name, putting yourself in that perspective. Nasty bastard, if it's true. But how you gonna sit here and say you're exposing Rory for the racism and the prejudicism that he has conducted himself to be? You see, Rory and you are two different types of individuals. Rory came into the black space, our brothers and sisters space, to be the culture vulture just like Drake is. He came to study, take knowledge, you know, visualize, view, lurk from the back, silently, slowly but surely, be accepted. Because being within the white supremacy itself and want to become a master within, you jumping from one side to another, you have to be patient. You have to give yourself practice. You have to meditate. You have to be careful how you come. But you see, Rory decided to get too comfortable and thought because he was accepted and he was given a pass that he was able to get away with everything that he's been exposed and caught up for. That fake ass apology that he gave, I don't see it as a real apology. Because every sister in the Twitter, when that exposure was coming out, he was laughing. He was basically having the time of his life when these sisters were telling him, yo, you need to tighten up, man. All the things you said about black women is very disrespectful. And he saw it as not being. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all taking this too way seriously. I don't know why y'all getting offended. And he was making a mockery and a disgrace of what the sisters were telling him. And they were putting him on his shit. They were checking him. So you see, for him not to be able to lose what he's already cheated to gain, he gave this fake ass apology. But there's one difference between you and Rory. Rory likes women. Rory doesn't like minors. You do. So why you don't expose yourself for liking boys on top of that, you disgusting bastard? Why you don't expose yourself for being disrespectful to women as well? Being, oh, I'm that gangster, I'm that man, you gonna listen to me because I'm DJ Akadiddy. Why you don't expose yourself for being so aggressive with women, being so disrespectful with women? But when it comes to females that use men for money, you're weak, you're a simp. You fall short on that category. You hit the ball, you go to first and second base, but when it comes time to go to third base and home, you fall short when it comes to women of that category. I love you, you know I'd do anything for you. And you got whooped by an Uber driver about that same female that I'm talking about. No disrespect to her because, hey, she took advantage of the situation and she got you. And you still crying over her, but you want to come out on the internet playing this role like you ain't affected, like you ain't hurt, like you ain't broken of what she did to you. And you getting your ass whooped by an Uber driver. Yeah, wow. Now, you and Rory in a different category, y'all the same. Y'all disrespect women. Y'all think y'all gangsters. And one thing about you, DJ Akadiddy, like him, y'all don't admit y'all guilt. Y'all don't admit y'all faults. Y'all sit back, take a breather, gain and benefit from what y'all start or from what y'all engage yourselves in. Y'all start this chaotically and just this drama expectation of, you know what, I'm already gonna get paid for this, so I don't care how people take it until your back is up against the wall. And you see, when you have them type of tendencies, you're a bitch, straight up. You have no respect for women just like Rory. But one difference, Rory doesn't like minors. You out there watching Rory and his kid taking videos of his child, you sick bastard. And that's your problem, DJ Akadiddy. There's this substance when it comes to you that you think that the world is going to be by your side and also clarify you as if you were the better man and you was the better defender and you was the better man that, you know, exposed the beef or even closed the beef to even proclaim or claim that you was the one that gave the exposure to the clarity of people to see and not be blind to the type of individual that Rory was. Listen, I knew that way before you did. Stevie Wonder could have seen through that shit. But when it comes to people like you, DJ Akadiddy, you need to take accountability for the monster that you are, for the type of individual that you carry yourself to be. You're disgusting. You are a pathetic loser that tries to persuade itself and decept yourself and calculate yourself to, you know, being the gentleman, being the one that is trying to fix the problem and the solution, when in reality, you're the one that created it. You're the one that put it on a narrative where you can't put it to where there's closure. You keep it open like it was a 7-Eleven Express, like it was a drive-through, like it was I-95 in Miami, just letting it roll along the way through its path and journey. When you should sit down, look at yourself in the mirror and say, damn, do I like little boys? Do I like rough? Am I meant to bestiality? Why do I treat women so bad? Why do I curse at them? Why I let them throw cans at me, throw shit at me when I'm live? Why am I so gangster with women when they so defenseless? When they know they can't fight you. And when you did that show with all them sisters, I forgot the name of that show. It was a whole bunch of y'all where you so-called said that she took out a gun and you was talking all that crazy shit. But when that queen stood up to you, you frowned like a little bitch. Don't you remember that? It's like the leader told J. Cole, you like one of them kids at schools that likes to throw the rocks, but at the end hides your hand like to say, it wasn't me. I didn't start it. I didn't do anything. And remember, the war that you started in Chicago by your puss-ass mouth, opening your mouth, thinking you was that much of a gangster to start erupting. And believe me, there's a lot of them goons that still remember who you are. They ain't never gonna forget your ugly ass face. It's like you fiend for drama. You fiend for people to be named out there with less expectations so you can devour them, so you can fake expose them to a way that is gonna benefit you and your stance and your crowd and your audience and fans are gonna engage you and applaud you like you was a fucking master at it. But instead, you leave clues. You leave these little something just ain't right type of, you know what I'm saying, perspectives that we as people that see it are gonna call you out in every way, shape, or form. Let's rekindle back how your hormones, how excited you was, how creepy and scary you sounded when you and your homeboys were talking to that young minor. But he behaved and conducted himself more of an adult than what you will ever be. He held it down and embarrassed you and your homeboys. You were talking to this young minor as if a man would talk to a woman. The disrespect and just the pedophilia that you had going on in that conversation. It's like your titties were getting hard. It's like Shannon Sharp putting honey all over LeBron James and actually engaging yourself in a manner with a minor that you had no business to even doing so. So let's expose that. Since you want to go ahead and say that you exposed Rory, when in reality, I done seen other people that have exposed Rory way before you. Way before. So now you want to take credibility? You want to take the applause? You want to take the standard and say, I exposed them. You didn't expose shit. You know what's the only thing that you exposed? How much of a monster and creepy and spooky and crazy, hilarious that you are as a human being. You are what I like to call a predator lurking, waiting to scope out a child that you can go ahead, manipulate, and do the crazy, scary, and just vivid and brutal things that these elites do to kids when they traffic them or when they have them in their possession. Rory, on the other hand, has to worry about seeing if his career will ever be the same again, because his masculinity as him trying to be the master and seeing black sisters and black brothers underneath his feet are over. He has gotten too many passes. And he has done too much already to a degree where he would never be looked at the same. Every time a black sister or a black brother looks at him, even him being sincere and apologizing for real, they still gonna look at him sideways. They still gonna look at him with a crooked eye. They still gonna look at him as a suspect and say, you know what, we don't believe a fucking thing you say. You can narrate and say one thing, but you can flip it into another whenever you by yourself or you with your family. Because remember, Rory does like black women. He has had girlfriends that are black. And he was accepted because at first you come as you're the good one. You know, with sincerity, with humbleness, with respect. But like I said, he got too comfortable. He put up his feet and put his hands behind his head and say, you know what? I'ma just narrate. I'ma just wait, be patient. And once I got my peripheral envision where I can take charge and I can attack, but in a way where I'm not gonna be looked as a suspect, then I'm gonna go ahead and pursue my agenda, my propaganda, so I can be looked at as the master. I might respect the general, I might respect the culture. That's what's in his mind. I might just let everything that surrounds me at the moment make me look like a fool, make me look dumb, but I got the upper hand. And once I can engage that, and once I have control of it to master it and put it in the palm of my hands, I'm going to go ahead and disintegrate everything that has to do with the culture and that nature that accepted me, not knowing that I'm that devil that is going to reflect and also diminish everything that I was when I first was accepted to this culture and to this amazing hip-hop world that I so much want to copy, so much want to be involved in, because I want to be accepted at that. But deep in my heart and secretly, privately, I hate everything that y'all built. I hate what y'all become, because this is y'all genre. This is y'all space. So you know what? I'm going to be the goody-goody, but with bad intent, with bad intentions, with bad perception. But I'm not going to let y'all scope that. And I'm going to do it creepily to where y'all don't see it. But you know what? We as black people, because I am half black and half Latin, we ain't stupid. We can see and put two and two together. So you see, DJ Akadiddy, you ain't exposed shit. You ain't exposed nothing. Because I never liked the Rory. I knew he was a white devil. And no disrespect to my real white brothers and sisters, because I love my real white brothers and sisters. I have friends that are white and I love them to death because they respect the culture. They respect the struggle. They respect everything that our blacks and Latin people went through. See, unlike you, you don't even respect Jamaicans, and you're Jamaican. You got your mama in Jamaica stuck over there while you over here making millions. You see, and your problem is too, is that you have an abusive way. You have an aggression. You have a hate towards women. And I saw it when you was talking to that minor. You want to be able to master and control a minor, a mind that can't help themselves, or you think that you can just jeopardize, monopolize, and just hypnotize in your favor and in your content to bring it to your world so you could do the nasty things that these elites do to young and minors. You see, you ain't no different from Drake. You're exactly the same way. And now Drake is so-called fake and trying to expose Pusha T. Stop it. Stop it. You know exactly what you're doing. You're not dumb by a long shot. You probably play dumb. You probably play this narrative, oh, I'm going to play the okie doke, I'm going to play the gimmick, I'm going to play like I don't know nothing. But you know exactly what you're doing. I think that Henny is getting to you, bruh. That's why you been falling asleep in your lives, drunk as fuck, falling to the floor. You know what I'm saying? And remember, you have this hatred because you also see the relationship that Drake has with Adam Ross. And you want that relationship so bad, but Drake is not gonna give you the time of the day. So instead of exposing Rory, expose yourself for the sickness, condition, and illness, and fetish, and pedophilia an addiction that you have when it comes to minors. That's what you should do. Get help. Because you might do that to one child one day, and that parent is gonna come after you, and they're gonna disintegrate you and rip you off pieces. Because the way that we all know you're gonna come at that child. We heard everything that you told that young minor. You're disgusting. You're a disgrace. I don't even know why you still got fans. Look at the Asian kid that embarrassed you and Adam Ross, talking about you a K-Dot. I would have smacked you dead in your face. And then I would have just started singing, beat him up, beat him up, bum, 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 beat him up, beat him up. You just don't know. I hate you, dog. I don't like you. I don't like Rory. I don't like Ma. I don't like none of y'all. And the reason why is because I understand the journey and the propaganda and agenda that you and Rory are doing. You are a puppet to who gives you a paycheck. Rory wants to be the master to be able to control the puppets. And to Rory, the puppets are black people. Let's just call it for what it is. And that's why I don't respect him at all. This man is literally disrespecting my culture. And I love all my cultures. You see, you, in the other hand, DJ Akadiddy, you are a predator, lurking, watching, waiting to prey on another child that you can engage and come in contact with to be able to take that innocence from that child. You disgusting bastard. Expose that. Let's talk about that. Talking about you're exposing Rory. Man, cut it out. Cut the crap, bro. Cut it out, bitch. We already know what you're trying to do. You're trying to distract everything from what you really should be exposing and what you really should be talking about, and how you really are the exact opposite, but just worse than Rory himself. And I got one more thing to tell you before I close this video. Have you ever woken up and thought about how you talk to minors, the same sex, how you talk to that little kid? Do you think about how you are aggressive and abusive to women? Do you ever look at yourself in the mirror like Michael Jackson says? If you don't let it be too late, because that mirror might shatter and crack, and you will forever live in bad blessings as the devil's child. This is your boy Chico Black. I'm done with the video. Y'all comment down below. We'll go from there. And tell me what y'all think about this nasty, perverted, predator, little minor, same-sex predator, lurker that wants to come in contact with minors. And tell me what y'all think about what he said about Rory and him so-called exposing Rory for being the prejudice and racist that he is. Y'all let me know what it is. There's your boy Chico Black, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.